Shigsy, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Zave. Good morning, Michelle. As we say about this tour, lock up your mums. We're on our way.
Mate, well, why are you
No
there?
cougar is safe.
Right, off straight off the bat, mate. You walk into the bar, the three. Where do the eyes go mostly? Who gains the most attention?
Sam Pang, unfortunately, because I think they're not sure where he's from, so they're intrigued.
It's an easy
So
talk
who's
topic.
this bloke? What happened to the no foreigners policy on the door? And then suddenly Panga's having a drink next to you. It's like, oh, geez, I'm leaving. I can't do this. So that's what happens. It's more curiosity than attraction. It's uncomfortable for all of us, but that's Pang.
Now, it's called The Comedians. You workshop that one hard. How'd you go?
Yeah, that was just, you should have been at the
vision board.
meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, so many names being thrown around. We were going to call it Chrissy Salmon Brownie at one point. Will and Woody came up as another alternative. Nat, Ryan and Shane and Sharon.
The Marty Sheargold show.
The Marty Sheargold show, we're going to call it. We ended up landing on the Comedians, so that was lucky for all of us. Except obviously Pang isn't a comedian, but we've let that one go as well.
False advertising.
Well, we couldn't call it the
Taking you
TED
to
Talk.
ACCC.
Call it the TED Talk.
I tell you what, sometimes when Pangy's up there, I just think, Jesus Christ, how are we going to rebuild this room?
I'm just going to say,
But
drag
makes
it back up
yeah,
again. Yeah.
Makes you look like the star, though. You
Well,
come in
it's
and
not
you get
hard,
them going.
believe me. It'd be like me following Ash Barty onto centre court.
So, Marty, how does this work? Do you all individually go up? Do you work together? What are we going to see?
we all do about 20 minutes each and Mick's emceeing, and then at the end of the night, the four of us come back on stage and do a little bit of stuff together then, which is fun.
Nice.
And then we head out, and I reckon I've had 700 whiskey sours in the last 3 or 4 months.
Yep.
Really give it a nudge.
And in all honesty, I mean, you said no cougar is safe. Do the ladies flock after the show's been done?
Not one of them, never. The men do, though, in their flannel
the
shirts.
men do in the flannel.
There's not one lady in attendance.
No, we're real men magnets.
Which is also good fun. You could have been on the bus with us on Saturday. But
Why? What happened on Saturday?
Oh, they
mate,
don't
it
even.
was champagne. So made their way to the head really quickly. We had a race trip down to Pinjarra for
Right.
a day at the races.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was hot and the champagne was flowing. And
champagne.
Yeah,
It was the return trip that was
Yeah.
that got wild.
the wheels fell off.
Problematic.
I just don't like women touching my breasts. That's all.
No,
Understand? You know what I
and
mean?
fair enough, unless you've asked them to. There's some consent issues there.
Yeah, the 4-year-old avocado man, the bus driver got a finger wedged somewhere.
Oh, wow. That really is. Consent can be tricky, though, let's be honest.
The lines were blurred. He was just getting off the bus backwards, and the shotgun hit him.
Well, if you present your ass to a group of people that have been champagne drinking at the races all day, you get what you ask for.
Oh,
Quite literally.
Common sense.
I've never seen a bloke jump 5 steps.
Oh,
Well, he did when the
bet.
finger hit.
Mate.
Bit of Hopawati vibe about that one.
Exactly Hopawati like, mate. Exactly like it. Now, I need to know, so after the show, you said you've been hitting the whiskey sours. Is it a game plan, like a post-match recovery sort of session that you head out together, or is it just a shake of the heads and everyone knows what's happening?
No, we've always got an event organised.
Okay.
We don't leave it up to chance. And we've all got our own strategies to get through the show. Mick's got his 2-can strategy, which is wonderful. No more than 2 cans pre-show. And I think that's about right for Mick.
The sweet spot, we call it.
Yeah.
Find the sweet spot. Sometimes you miss it.
Sometimes you do miss it. But we've all been very well behaved, as you can imagine. 4 blokes would be on the road.
Marty,
But we're looking forward to coming to Perth.
no, absolutely.
I had the feeling that Perth wasn't listed originally. Did you add that on?
Saw the
Perth
UFC
wasn't
last week.
listed because of venue availability when we did this show last year.
Is that right? Yeah,
But
right.
then as soon as we found out we could get to the convention centre, we booked that. Because from what I've heard, it's just another room in another part of the country.
Yeah.
But here we are, and looking forward to getting over there. 3rd and the 4th of March,
Yep.
I believe.
Yeah.
And Saturday would be the day. I think the Friday's gone. But the Saturday will be the day.
My WhatsApp group last night, which was just full of men, there's no females in this chat I was operating, and we're watching Married at First Sight. I don't watch it, but it was pinging left, right and centre. But I have seen an article that says that you've banned reality stars from your program. How do you go about doing that?
Well, you just don't talk to them. I mean, I can't.
they
I
still
don't
get
want
pitched
to
to you?
overcomplicate it, Zabe.
Do they still get pitched?
I was actually thinking about the deep sadness in maths today when I was chatting with my own team about this.
I bet you would.
The sort of the place you're in with your own self-esteem, that you would rock up to a place full of strangers, pick one of them, and build a life around them. There is a deep sadness to that for me.
We had a work colleague who's on the show
yes.
who would sit 5 metres away, and his job title is voiceover artist. I haven't heard him.
it's not it.
Haven't heard him voice anything yet.
Yeah, right. Did he seem sad when he worked with you?
Seemed broke.
And then I'm assured that it's all about building a social media sort of following, and you want to become an influencer. But it feels pretty vacuous. It feels end of days stuff for me. It feels like you're going to be wheeled out on a gurney into the sun to take your final breaths while you look at the ocean and the sky's blue. That's what it feels like to me.
I think that's perfect.
Two people were actually kicked out last night because it's
were
this
they?
is just not working. It's that toxic. Are you aware of Melissa? Marty, the 41-year-old, I'd almost say sex pest.
Oh, she the addict.
Yeah. I'm trying to be polite.
Was
yeah.
she on the bus with you on the weekend? She wasn't the one that figured the driver, was she?
No, she wasn't, because it wouldn't have been one with her. It would have been something else.
No, I'm not familiar with Melissa.
And she just screams at men and tells them they're frigid, and then gets ushered off the show because she's emasculating people.
Right, okay. It's got a touch of the Emerald Shianos about it. Just a little Perth reference.
Ticketek.com.au.
There's got to be an extra point.
See you in a couple of weeks.
If you want to grab tickets. And of course, you can hear Marty Sheargold's show at 3 p.m. on
Well, that's
Triple
us
M.
done.
Shigsy, you're a legend. Thanks for joining
Pleasure.
us, mate.
Thank you so much for the time, guys. Have a lovely day.